Welcome dear students. In this practical session, we are going to perform the practical on pin fin. In this apparatus, we are going to perform the two practicals simultaneously. One is the performance of fin under the natural convections, and second is the performance of fin under the forced convections. Aim of this practical is to determine the temperature distributions profile on the fin surfaces when fin is operated under the natural convections as well as for forced convections. Let's we analyze the apparatus given over here. So in this apparatus we have three different fins. In the apparatus we have 1, 2 and 3 different fins are there. The material of the construction of the fins are different. The first fin is made of aluminum, second is made of brass, and third is made of the stainless steel. And the length of the fin is 175 millimeter. And on that length of the fin, we have fitted the 5 different thermocouples at a distance of 4 cm, 7 cm, 10 cm, 13 cm, and the last sensor we fit at 16 centimeters. And here, when you operate the different fin, you need to set the voltage and current for the heater using this dimmer set, as well as you need to select the fin which is taken under the consideration for the experimental purposes. So here I show you how it works. So currently all the 3 heaters are in off conditions, and that's why the current flow in the circuit is 0. Now I start the first fin, that is aluminum. So now you can observe over here the current is flow, that is a 0.27 amperes, and voltage that I have set, that is 130. As now I start to heat the aluminum fin, I also need to select these are the 3 different connectors are given to read the temperature of the different 3 fins. So I need to select, currently I have taken the aluminum fin in the line, so I need to adjust or I need to connect this connector of aluminum with this port. Now you can see here, this port is show the different readings from channel 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which shows the corresponding readings of the thermocouple that we have fitted at 4 cm, 7 cm, 10 cm, 13 cm and the 16 centimeters. So this is the arrangement for the natural convections. So now after setting of the after fixing the voltage and current to the heater as well as connection of the connector, we need to wait till the steady state conditions is reached. So in this way we are performing the practicals in natural convections. Now for the observations table. So in observation table you need to write first, that is a material. So currently we are going to perform the practical for aluminum fin. So you need to write aluminum. Then there is voltage and current readings you need to write. Then after steady state conditions you need to write the temperature readings from T1 to T5. And also you need to write the ambient temperatures. And from this temperature, first of all you need to calculate the mean temperature of fin, and then basis on the ambient temperature and mean fin temperatures, you need to calculate the mean film temperatures. And basis on this mean film temperature, you need to go for the properties reading from the standard tables for air is given. From the standard table of properties for air, you need to read the various value like density, Prandtl number, viscosity, dynamic viscosity, kinematic viscosity. So that you need to calculate, and from that you need to go for the calculations of the Grashof number, because currently we operate the apparatus in natural convections. So basis on that, you need to calculate the Grashof number. From Grashof number and Prandtl number, using given empirical correlations, you will be able to calculate the value of Nusselt. And from Nusselt number, you will be able to calculate the value of convective heat transfer coefficient. From the value of convective heat transfer coefficient, you need to calculate the effectiveness of fin and temperature distribution profile. So basis on the calculations of temperature distribution profile, you will be able to calculate the temperature by theoretical way, as well as you have also noted down the various readings of the temperature at different sections. So on basis of the experimental readings as well as theoretical calculation reading, you need to plot the graph. So in same way, you need to go for the brass as well as for the stainless steel. So this is the arrangement for the natural convections. Now we'll discuss the apparatus arrangement for the forced convection. For forced convection, we have fitted one blower which blow the air and it is going in this duct from this pipe. Likewise, suppose I want to operate it, then you can see here the blow of air is there. So when you start this blower, the apparatus will operate in the forced convections. Here we have the orifice meter, and across the orifice we are measuring the pressure difference using this manometer. So basis on the pressure difference, we can be able to calculate the mass flow rate of air, and from the discharge of air we can be able to calculate the velocity, and from velocity we are able to calculate the Reynolds number, and basis on the Reynolds number and Prandtl number we are able to calculate the Nusselt number, and remaining procedures are the same as the natural convections. Just only difference is there, in free convections we are taking the value of Nusselt number from Grashof numbers and Prandtl number. In forced convections we are taking the value of Nusselt number from Reynolds number and Prandtl numbers. So for calculation, after plotting down the graph as well as the comparisons of theoretical and experimental value, student, you need to write the conclusion in your words. Thank you for attending this practical session.